Hello. Welcome to today's live podcast recording. How are you guys doing? How is it going? Let me know where you're tuning in from. I am actually trying to look for my connector for my mic because I want to have really good audio, but I guess I don't have one. I've had so many of these and the girls play with them all the time, which is what creates the chaos, as you can see. How are you guys? How is it going? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Get ready because today's session is going to be so good. This is a podcast that you guys have requested, so I am here for it. I am here for all of it. And I am excited to get this party started. We always start with gratitude to increase the energy in our lives. And that is exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, I found it. Let me know when you guys can hear me. I just wanna make sure that I have clear sound for the podcast because it's good to have clear sound for the podcast. Ready? You guys let me know. Let me wear this. And then just let me know when you can hear me. Give it a second. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Please let me know if you can hear me. We need to get it started. Yes! Yay. Okay, perfect. So we are gonna get this show on the run, which basically means we're gonna hype up the energy. We're gonna increase the energy in the room, increase the energy in our live. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what you're grateful for today. If you haven't had a moment to give gratitude, now is the time because you only receive what you are grateful for. And gratitude is the energetic signature of receivership. And we're just going to turn on a little bit of incense. This is Yasmin, I believe, just because I love the smell and incense is so good. It sets us up. I am from Arizona. Hi, welcome, Alba. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. So I asked on Instagram and I asked on Facebook and, to my audience what they want to, what can I help them with, right? And a lot of the responses was confidence in pricing my coaching program or confidence in pricing my offer, right? And I'm going to teach you that today, but I want you to, we're going to divide this. We're going to divide this into before you even become confident in pricing your program or your offer, and that also includes building your brand. There's a few things that I want to share with you which are really important. And if you take something from here, if you change, if you put anything that we talk about into place, you will see a difference in your life. You will, not because of what I'm saying, but because it's universal law. It's the laws of the universe that rule our behavior. It's quantum physics, it's neuroscience. It has nothing to do with me. I just became obsessed with this information and it gives me hope, it empowers me, and that is why I share it. You guys know me, if you've been here before, you know that I think I am a teacher. That's all I think I do here, nothing else. What I share, the information that I share is the information that I live. It's my walk. My talk is my walk. And that doesn't mean it's perfect. It just means that's truly what I live by, right? Because thank God, thank the universe, thank the divine that this is my job. I am so beyond grateful, right? And that's why I honor you guys that you're here, that you're taking time out of your most valuable asset, which is time. You never get it back, right? So we might as well make it a good live, a live that is going to empower you. If you have never been here before, hello, thank you for being here. My name is Vanessa. I am the founder of ProsperaMama, and I teach women empowerment so that they sell with confidence, that they grow their business. The majority of my clients are healers, coaches, or women entrepreneurs that are building a brand. And we do this using energetics, right? So what does energetics mean? It means becoming aware of who we are, why we act the way we act, and rewiring our brain using neuroscience and meditation. There's nothing else. I have no other secret or nothing else other than working with your body and your brain, because that is what creates the results that you have in your life, and you have the opportunity to rewire that. So a lot of the women that come to me, they are not feeling confident in the pricing that they put, or how can they price their sessions basically, or their coaching program, right? But I want to tell you something. The pricing is the last thing that you have to worry about before you even gain clarity. And before you gain clarity, you have to believe that you are the person, and that you are have enough confidence in what you do to offer a transformation. And that is where the majority of the people get stuck. That is where it's at. And before I give you how to price and according to the market and this and that, I'm going to explain something to you. I want you to know that whatever you are living right now, whatever situation you are going through right now, you have two options. We are either living our life through the lenses of we are the victim of our lives, or we are the co-creators of our lives. And I know the second one sounds so much empowered, and it sounds a lot better than the first one. But before we even get to the second one, ask yourself these questions. When I am the victim of my life, I am waiting for something outside of me to happen, for me to feel joy, for me to feel gratitude, for me to feel empowered, for me to feel abundant. So when I am lacking energy, when I am lacking vision, when I am lacking where I want to go, the goals that I want to achieve, when I am lacking discipline, when I am lacking commitment to myself, I am living from the victim mentality. What does that mean? Well, I just continuously feel stuck, and I can't overcome myself, and nothing is working for me, and everything outside, it's my mom's fault and my dad's fault and my neighbor's fault, and anything. And listen to me, I'm not judging you. The reason why I'm doing this live podcast recording is because once you become aware, the ball is in your court in a way that you are conscious of it, in a way that you are aware of it, in a way that you have the power to change it. And I'm not talking about woo-woo or something outside of yourself. I'm not selling anything. You don't have to go buy anything. You need to create that level of awareness, and then have unwavering will, because you bend reality. I don't care what anybody says. And if you don't believe it, then you can exit the live. It doesn't matter to me. That's it. How does that happen? When we are in the process of change, right? Somebody says, oh my God, this makes absolute sense. You know what? I'm sick and tired of living the life that I'm living. A life where I feel less than, when I don't feel that I am enough. When a life that makes me feel self-doubting myself constantly. A life that makes me continuously be in fear. A life that, thank you guys for the follow and for the love. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. A life that is, I wake up every single day and I feel that yesterday is the same as today, and that today is going to be the same as tomorrow. And as soon as I open my eyes, I say, oh, again, the same day. You're not going to judge yourself, but I want you to know two things. The first one is you have contributed to that life, maybe subconsciously, but once you know, you shouldn't stay there. That's not what you want, because from operating from that place of mind, from that space, is never going to change anything, because same thoughts, same feelings, same situation. That is it. Same thoughts, same feelings, same actions, same results. There's nothing that is going to change there. And again, 80%, it is said that 80% of the population lives in that unconscious state where they think, I can't change my life, nothing is working for me, this is so hard, I can't do this doesn't work, the whole 9 yards. That is a victim mentality. That truly is. You can be unconscious of that, right? But not anymore, because after you listen to this, then the ball is in your court. That means, you know what? Yeah, I am acting like that, and maybe I didn't even realize that I was being the victim of my life. But I'm not here to teach you about how you are the victim. Hello, Margaret. About how you are the victim of your life. That doesn't empower me. That is not what my vision is. My vision is to give you your power back in the form of information, and then you do whatever you want to do because you have free will. The same free will that you have to think a disempowering thought is the same free will that you have to think an empowering thought. That is just how it works. I don't care. A thought becomes a habit because it's repetitive and repetitive and repetitive. That creates an emotion, and you don't even know that you are acting from lack or from being the victim of your life. You don't know that. You just simply feel that it's normal, and your body has become accustomed to it. And then your body creates an addiction to those hormones of stress. You don't even know that you are the victim of your life. You don't even know that you are lacking, that your mindset is of poor me and I am in victimhood. How do I know that? Because that was me. That I still do that. When I say, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh my God, it's so hard. Oh my God, I don't have the energy. Oh my God, I am so overwhelmed. That is being the victim of my life. That is it. What happens in your body when you're there? Your brain waves are out of order. And when your brainwave is out of order, everybody has a brain, everybody has a mind, and everybody has a body. And everybody has something called an electromagnetic field, which is a field of energy outside of your body that carries your thoughts and your feelings. I don't care who you are. That's just part of your nature. That's what you're made of. That there's no, oh, not me. No, I say this over and over again. Discuss that with God and ask God why he made you a human, I don't know, and to have an electromagnetic field. Look at it from the point that no matter where you are, you can change your circumstances. The first level of awareness is knowing, oh my God, I am acting like the victim of my life. What does that mean? That I'm waiting for something outside of me to change. I am waiting to have the next client to feel that I'm a good coach. I am waiting to make the next sale to think that or feel that I am abundantly. I am waiting for something outside of myself to happen. Nothing outside of yourself is going to change the way that you feel inside. And by quantum physics, by the observer effect, by Hebb's law, you bend reality and you change your life by changing the way you think, you feel, and you act. That is it. I don't care where you are and I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. You're not exempt from this. Thinking that you are exempt from this is saying, oh no, it can happen to everybody, but it can't happen to me. I am not discounting your situation. I am not discounting your trauma. I think of life that whatever happened to us for us to grow and heal from there. I don't know why everything happens to a lot of people. I am not exempt from it either. I am faced with situations every single day. Every single day I have the choice. Either I go back to being the victim of my life or I remember that I am the co-creator of my life. And this goes beyond a thinking or a mindset. This has to do with your physiology, okay? This has to do with your physical energy. What does that mean, Vanessa? It means that when my brainwaves are out of order, my vision is convergent. I can only focus on the problem that I have and the lack of solution. And I have no physical energy. Hello, my love. I have no physical energy in my body. Why? Because I'm trying to live by matter to matter. I'm trying to force an outcome to things. So how does someone change? The first thing is you lower your brainwaves. You take your body out of that adrenaline-induced coma of cortisol and adrenaline that creates the victimism in your life. I can't do it because I am so afraid. Okay, so here's what happens. When you are going to make a change in your life, you start by rewiring your brain because different thoughts, different feelings, different actions, different results. It's going to feel uncomfortable and it's going to feel uneasy and it's going to feel hard. And you choose your hard. My hard was not having enough to pay in the grocery store for food and having my oldest see that happen. That was my hard. My heart wasn't being disciplined enough to sit my body down and lower my brainwaves and change my energy. Because the first thing that I needed to do to let go of that lack that I was carrying was changing myself inside. If my mom or my dad or somebody else would have given me $500 in that moment, that wasn't going to change that I felt that I was carrying lack within me. Poor me, I can't make a living. Poor me, I went bankrupt. Poor me, I was rich and now I'm poor. Poor me, why did I move to Colombia? Poor me, why did I do this? That wasn't going to change, right? It was going to solve that problem of the supermarket, but it wasn't going to change. And if I didn't change within, I was going to continually have the same results. Did that happen in a day? No, I have been doing this for 9 years. It didn't happen in a day. It just didn't. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel uneasy. You're going to feel like a fraud. You know why? Because your body has been accustomed and addicted to the hormones of stress, which means that you don't even realize in your conscious mind that your normal is a normal of lack. I can't do this. It's so hard. I'm not enough. Who am I? Why do I want this? I have no vision. I can't even get over the day. That is not the way that you want to live. First of all, that makes you sick in your body. It literally makes you sick. You know the adrenal fatigue that everybody has? I'm so tired. I'm so overwhelmed. I have lacking mental clarity. I have so much brain fog. The second thing that I want you to know is this. When you start lowering your brain waves, you are changing your energy and you start operating from a different level of mind. It goes from, I can't do this. It's so hard. How can I do this? Let me figure it out. And then your frontal lobe, this part of the brain, when you ask it, how would this person that I want to become, how would she act? How would it feel? How would it look like? And then guess what? You are so blessed. We are so blessed. Our brain is objective. It does not know the difference between reality and what you're thinking. You can teach your body to feel differently. And feelings, like Dr. Joe says, are the language of the body. And when you get a clear intention and an elevated emotion, that is the energy that you are emitting. And you're going to start seeing synchronicities. You are going to start seeing opportunities where you didn't see them. How do I know? Because I live that every single day. Yet I have had something on my vision board for 7 years, and it came through yesterday. I got the email that I was accepted to something that I will share as soon as I give the class, of 7 years. Why did it take me 7 years? I don't know, because maybe this is the moment where it's going to serve me the most, right? Listen to me. If you do not change, you cannot complain about no changes that go on in your life. And I want you to know that every single time you say to yourself, I can't do this, it's so hard, it won't work, I'm doubting myself, those are thoughts that have become a habit because of how many times you have thought them. And again, the first step in changing that, the first immediate step in changing that is lowering your brain waves, because the thoughts have become ingrained in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the operating system of your body. So that means that if I don't change there, for me it's normal. For me it's normal that I feel, hold on, because some people are ridiculous. I can't have that. For me it's normal that I feel lack. It's normal that I wake up every single day and feel like nothing is going to change today. For me it's normal to wake up and think that I can't do anything. It doesn't work. It's very hard. It won't happen for me. That is ingrained in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind became your body, and your subconscious mind is your operating system. This is so tied to your physiology that is why now there is so much talk, which I think is amazing, about your nervous system. A dysregulated nervous system is literally what it means when your chakras or energy centers are blocked. It's dysregulated. It's operating from fear, from cortisol, from adrenaline. And when you start making that change, right, when you're like, that's it, there's no more of this, I can no longer continue to live like that, the first thing that has to change is your language and your thoughts. You have to stop being so addicted to, I can't do this, it's so hard, it's not going to happen for me. And start, I am going to do this. Everything is figure outable. It is happening for me. I am worthy enough. Oh, but I don't see a change. Stop looking for what you don't see, because whatever you look for is what you're going to find. For a minute, start saying, you know what? Today I feel more present and less reactive. So today I'm not giving my attention to everything that is not working, and I feel a little bit more energized and a little bit more empowered. That is a win. That is how you truly change. Little by little, because if at age 35, like Dr. Joe says, if you are a set of beliefs and behaviors, you don't change from one day to the next. It just doesn't happen overnight. And exactly, And at times the change will be happening within ourselves and within our energy first. That's exactly how it happens. You are emitting new energy. What does that even mean? It means that when you start feeling those emotions of being stressed and I can't do this and it won't work, you realize I'm in lack. The next thing that I want you to think about is, how is my routine? Did I wake up and start scrolling through social media? Because that takes away all the dopamine. It gives you a fake dopamine hit, and then throughout the day you're going to feel depleted. Am I being conscious of my thoughts? Meaning, am I listening to what I'm saying to myself? I can't do it. It's so hard. It won't work. Nothing is working. You can't complain if those are the thoughts that you're having and you don't see a change. You have to look at this from a state of mind of being outside of the program. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. So what is the next step? If I have to, thank you. That's it. It's just, I think I'm a teacher, and if I teach something good, then my job here is done. I've seen this too many times. This is the difference between people that change and people that don't change. This is it. There's nothing else. Nobody has something more special than you. There's no other book that you need. There's no other certification that you need. You need to confront your old self. And your wavering belief, which basically means your solar plexus, like your wanting or your reason for change, because you are so fed up with where you are and you don't want it anymore. And because that soul is calling for something bigger and better in your life, right? That feeling is what has to move you and propel you forward. When you say, I tried something one day and it didn't work, take a seat. Take a seat. Just take a seat, to be honest with you. And why take a seat? Because if you understand that you have been conditioned for 35 years and that you think that sitting down in meditation one day is going to change your life, you're not serious enough. When this energy center is activated, I don't go by what I see currently outside of myself. I don't go by my lack of clients. I don't go by my lack of sales. I don't go by my lack of feeling love. I am going to teach my body and change my behavior. And the gateway to that, the trick to that, the shortcut to that is lowering my brain waves. And where do I do that? I do that only in meditation. And what does that even mean? When you can't even recognize the thoughts that you're thinking because we are so consumed with life, including me, my children, my business, my house, the laundry, my personal development, my exercise, my mom, my cousin, my everything, right? When I don't take a moment to be in silence and lower my brain waves, I am just operating from a program. And you either continue to live like that or you change it. And the only person that can change it is you. Nobody else. No one. And you have to believe that there is a vision for your life. There is a vision for your future. You have to believe that. And it's not when you get there. It's not when it becomes crystal clear. That will has to be so empowering to you that you sit every day. And when you don't want it is when it matters the most. When I don't want to do the meditation, because I get this, I don't want to do it all the time. There's no shame in my game. I don't want to do it all the time. I don't want to show up all the time. I don't want to be a present mom all the time. Sometimes I just want to lay down and scroll through my phone. And I know that that is my old personality, because what do I get from there? Nothing good. I'm not saying that you can never be on your phone. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that the reason why I had to give up a lot of my old behavior is because I really needed a change in my life. I was sick and tired of being in the same place. And I didn't even see a future. I couldn't even imagine a better tomorrow. I couldn't imagine it. It wasn't in my imagine. Because when you are overridden by cortisol and adrenaline, it's not the time to create. It's the time to freeze, paralyze, fear, procrastinate, and run. Avoid. It's the time for you to be numb. It's the time for you to be that. And the only person that can get your body out of that state is you. And it's going to feel uncomfortable. Your body is going to want to scroll. You are going to not want to do the things that you know that you have to do. Welcome to the river of change, like Dr. Joe says it, and like so many have experienced it. Welcome. Because you are changing your physiology, your body, the chemicals that you are releasing. Where do I start meditation? The second thing, you don't sit in meditation and think, oh, I didn't feel anything. Oh, it didn't work for me. Take a seat. You are just starting on your journey. You can speed it up by becoming aware and conscious of what? What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking that this meditation doesn't work. You know what? I remember that my mind is objective, so I'm going to trick my mind. This meditation actually really did work. I really feel amazing today. I feel incredible. Something incredible is going to happen to me today. I feel so energized. I can absolutely figure this out. I can absolutely do it. Oh, that post, that live, that email, that follow-up, oh, that's not going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Oh, my body feels I'm going to die. Yeah, it's no, because it's new to you. That is an empowered woman. That is it. You are empowering yourself. You are evolving yourself. What does that mean beyond that? That anything can happen around you and it's not going to take you out of balance immediately. You are not going to lose your shit in a second. 90 seconds is what the hormones of stress release in your body. You have dominion over your body and you have dominion over your thoughts. Stop playing small. Oh, why are you so passionate about this? Because an empowered woman changes the world. She knows she can't do it alone. She needs a community of women that believe in themselves. You regulate your children's nervous system. You regulate it. And the first one that has to regulate yours is you. And then you, through your regulated nervous system and through your electromagnetic field, influence those around you. Haven't you ever heard when somebody says, oh my God, I walked in a room and I felt so incredible being next to this person, or oh my God, I cannot be next to this person for a long time? Yeah, because you are more than just a body. Imagine that. Imagine that. And if anything, what makes you feel better? What makes you feel empowered? What makes you feel like there's energy in your body? This, or if I came on here and said, oh, you are doomed. You could never do this. Yeah, I understand. Life is horrible. Yeah, no. Oh my God, horrible. Yeah, doesn't work. Oh no, you have to go to a healer. Look, this is coming from somebody that takes healing so serious. I have so many certifications. I can read your chakras. I know energy leaves clues. You have to want it. And usually until you're not in a space of, holy crap, this is the worst that I've ever felt or that I feel, is when you don't take action. That is just how it works. There's no other way. And that you are living in your personal life is transferred into your business. Hello, my love. Good morning. Is this making sense? What are you getting from here? Let's go. Give me a little bit, articulate what you're learning. Create the new synaptic connections in your brain. Talk to somebody about this. Be about this today. This is free information. I'm not selling you anything. Imagine that. Imagine that. Right? Is this making sense? Are you getting it? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is for you to take, right? It's for you to take. It's to start recognizing the clues. Hi. When I am, what do you say? I am stuck. I can't do it. It's so hard. It won't happen. I have no energy. I can't imagine my future. When this is what I needed. Good. So my work here is done because that's my only intention. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sharing. So I told you guys when we started that I was going to split the podcast. This is a podcast recording in two, right? The first one is why you operate from that state. And the second one is answering how is it that I can price my coaching program, or that I can increase my confidence in that. And I couldn't go into the second one because if you don't understand where your lack of confidence is coming from and where the same results that you're living in your life is coming from, then me teaching the next part is going to make no sense. You're just going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Or, yeah, that sounds really good, but there's nothing there. acknowledging the change and how you feel first makes such a difference. Absolutely. And you can only do that when you are aware. And that is small wins, because you start believing a little bit more in yourself. Oh my God, I can change. Oh my God, I can feel different. And you open the door for possibilities, and then things start happening. And you want to acknowledge the small ones so that you can acknowledge the big ones. And then you start turning into this person that you wanted to become. And then you start exhibiting the behaviors and how they speak. Your language has so much to do with your thoughts. I know when someone meditates, and I know when someone doesn't meditate. Because when somebody meditates, it's not that they become this enlightened, perfect person. It's that they become aware, right? So if somebody's saying to me, yeah, well, Glenn has made such a difference in her life. Like, she now knows what it is to feel the quantum, and she knows a lot more higher studies, I guess, or higher level things about quantum physics and everything. What's that thing that is behind your head? Those are your energy centers, your chakras. That's your electromagnetic field in a board. And that is just a meditation statue or a little meditation thing. So when you recognize, okay, I've been disconnected, let me get into a routine, you're not going to want to do it more than 3 days. Because your body is conditioned to disappointment, it's conditioned to stress, it's conditioned to not believing in your future. It's conditioned to being the victim. I can't do it, it's so hard, it won't work. Life is just unfair with me. And when you're operating from there, there's no space for anything else. That's it. It's like if you were living your life with your eyes closed, but still awake. And once you understand that, you start teaching your body, and there is no entitlement. You are entitled to nothing other than working on yourself, believing in that future that you can't see yet. I meditated with the video you recommended, and oh my God, I cried. I have never experienced nothing like that. That is called experiencing love in your life. Thank you for sharing that. That makes me so incredibly grateful. Because once you experience that, you can never go back to being that same person. And your change, if you guys really understood that your change impacts all of us and everyone around us. We are here with this illusion that we are separate. We are not separate. We are not separate. How do you heal your energetic field? Erica, I'm going to put this on the podcast because that's what I've been talking about for the last 30 minutes. So you can go back and listen to it, okay? Thank you for your question. Okay, so in conclusion from here, what are we concluding with? I understand that when I am acting as the victim of my life, I am seeing my life through the lenses of convergent focus, which means bigger problems, more situations of lack, more things that make me feel less than, unworthiness. I can also say that I have no routine to get me back on track. I can also almost guess that since I don't believe in myself, then I am giving my power to that. I can't do it, it won't work. And from that state, I am not going to be consistent with my routine. I am not going to be consistent with my meditation. I am not going to teach my body how to feel differently. So now you are empowered to know that you are either moving forward in your life by teaching your body something different, or you're going to stay in the same place. Are we in agreement with that? Is that something you can say, yeah, now I acknowledge that, now I understand that, right? It's no longer my mom's fault. It's no longer my dad's fault. It's no longer my neighbor's fault. It's no longer my coworker that is toxic. First of all, stop judging other people. Stop it. How you judge other people is how you judge yourself. And second of all, understand that you don't judge yourself. Oh my God, why can't I get over this? Why haven't my manifestations happened yet? I don't know, because you're maybe not that good enough. You just need to continue to practice. There's never a bad meditation, but you sitting there thinking that you are entitled to a change after you have been a program for 35 years. Oh, I did it for 5 days, Vanessa. Good. You have to do it for 5 years. I don't know. What do you want? Like, that's just how it works. Oh, Dr. Joe, I love him with all my heart and my soul. That's just how it works. So once you acknowledge that, and you know what's going to happen? The more you sit in meditation when you don't want to, the bigger the change you're going to see. And when you sit there, you are not entitled, because entitled is victim mentality. Oh, I did this and this hasn't happened, so why is it happening? Do you recommend a specific planner or calendar for systems and structure planning? I recommend okay, we're going to get into that in 1 second. So, yeah. But, it's more like towards a loving way, like the more loving you can be to yourself is, for example, the more loving that you are to yourself means the more in alignment you are. And what does that mean, Vanessa? It means that you understand that every day you're not going to want to do it, but a wanting is just a command from your body that has become your subconscious mind, and you rule your body. Your body doesn't rule you. And the only way to change those commands is to access the operating system. And your operating system is your subconscious mind. There's no other way. You don't need another healer. You don't need another book. And we avoid that. We avoid it. Why? Because it feels such a discomfort to have to feel through those emotions and to have to quiet those brain waves, because you are accustomed to it. So feeling in stress and in lack and in poor me is something that you became accustomed to. So that feels normal. And changing those thoughts of, I can't do it, it is happening, I will find the way, let me put this phone down and let me read a book that inspires me, let me breathe in and out of my heart and create coherence and change my emotional state, let me be a little bit more loving to myself, let me do something that I know at the end, even if it's a walk out, let me ground, let me breathe, let me read. If the Bible brings you joy and peace, let me read that. That is more uncomfortable than me saying, I've tried everything and nothing works. Lies. That's not true. That's not true. Okay, so now that you know that, and you're based on that vision, please keep me on track. I have coaching today inside the Align CEO at 11. Please keep me on track. Kathy, please let me know what time is it. So, okay, now we're going to go into, from that state of mind, we are going to go into the how to get confidence to price my program or sell my coaching program. Okay, so here is I am here. My love, do you know what time is it for me? I just want to make sure that I'm on time for my class. It's 10:38. Okay. I still have time. So here's how it goes. Look, usually you want to start by having clarity of how you help someone, right? And I've said this before. So there's tangible and there's non-tangible. Non-tangible is the emotional work that you do, especially if you're a coach or a healer, and that has a price as well. And then the tangible ones is what they're going to get that they can touch or see. So your classes, your knowledge, your blueprint, your step-by-step, right? The non-tangibles are how it's going to influence or affect their outcomes in life, right? So, for example, when you help someone create a new level of awareness, what is that person leaving behind? That person is leaving behind a stressed out person that didn't believe in herself and that was constantly in a victim mentality. I can't do it. It's so hard. It won't work. I have tried everything. Nothing really works for me. You as a coach know exactly what I just said for the last half hour. That is literally us being entitled and seeing our life through a lens of nothing worked, it didn't happen, it's not happening, it's so hard, it's so difficult. what does the person need to understand there? The first understanding is that state of mind is a state of mind where somebody has not meditated, because that state of mind is high alpha brainwaves, which means there is no communication. It's not the time to believe in yourself. It's not the time to really understand that it's not what is outside of you that determines your reality, but that you can change through change internal, right? So there's tangibles and non-tangibles. So if you are starting out, you want to be really sure on the tangibles that you're going to offer and the non-tangibles. And obviously, I'm going to be really honest with you. Inside the Align CEO, one of the girls shared that there's a coach that charges, Glenda, what is it, $100K for a session? Something like that. So obviously, I am not there. I wish how amazing that would be. But why am I saying this? Because sometimes we see someone else and we don't really know their journey, their trajectory. And we're like, oh, I want to charge what this person is charging. No, you charge right now, $8,000 per day, $8,000 per day. You charge right now based on your tangibles and non-tangibles. And the way that you go in there is, okay, I do recommend group coaching. I don't really usually recommend one-on-ones. You can't pay me enough for me to do a one-on-one. You can't. And because in group coaching, you share networks of information. So when one person starts doing really good, the rest will also do really good, which is really amazing. So let's say that this is going to be your first round of coaching, right? This is your first group coaching program. And you're going to reverse engineer it. And then the other coach is 200,000. Okay. And that's a 1 year. There you go. Okay. You see? So you first reverse engineer it, right? Where are you now in your life? Meaning, okay, do you have a full-time job, and is coaching something that you want to do? Is coaching, stay humble, can't pay you enough. Bye. Is coaching something that you are going to do when you get home from work? So you have a limited amount of time, right? And you also know that, okay, the goal with my coaching program is that I can eventually leave my 9 to 5. So right now it's going to be like a side income, right? And all you have to do is think about this like this. Okay, so let's say that I want to make my side income $2,000 a month, right? Which is a great start. I think it's a great start. So how many people do I need for $2,000 a month? Well, if I charge 400, then I would need 5, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 5 customers, right? And how long do I want to make my coaching program? Okay, well, I want to make it, I don't recommend anything less than 6 or 8 weeks. Okay, so I want to make it 6 or 8 weeks. And I know that when I get home once a week, for 2 hours, I am going to make myself available, or this is when I'm going to teach my course, or I'm going to teach my class, right? Perfect. So now you are working from that state. Your goal is to make $2,000 a month. You're going to need 5 clients, and you're going to price it at $400 for 6 weeks. That means that the person would be paying less than $100 for your sessions. Okay. So what does that do? That games. Okay, Steve, it's okay, my love. You can exit. I'll make it easier for you. Here you go. Okay. So that means that, okay, now I know that I have to, and something else that will speed up your process is, when someone needs a change, and you can be that person that's going to help them in their transformation. If somebody is having a hard time paying $400 for the transformation that you offer, then that is not your ideal client. You don't want to try to convince anyone that you are their savior, or that that's not what you want to do. You want to bring someone into your program that has a level of awareness, that is ready to work with you, and that is an amount that they can pay without them going broke, without them having an issue. If it's not, then I want you to know that there is 100 million other people, okay? So that is something that is very low priced for what you are going to do for them, okay? The person is willing, the person has a persistent issue, whether it's that they don't know how to properly eat and you're a nutrition coach, or that they don't know how to, do makeup and you're a makeup artist, or that they don't know how to, whatever it is, right, that you're coaching or that you do. After you do that for 6 weeks, you're going to gain experience, you're going to gain testimonials, you are going to gain, really, you're going to become a little bit more professional or a little bit more knowledgeable. And what happens then? You do it again. This time, instead of $400, you can say, okay, well, I charge $600. And again, it's repeating the same process. It's not having 100 offers out there. It's allowing yourself to give yourself the opportunity to be good. Things that will help you, and I have a few more minutes, things that will help you to back that belief that you're good. So a woman that wants to grow in her business has to have a structure and system, and that means a calendar. And in that calendar, there has to be a dedicated time where you can increase your skills in the areas that you don't feel that you're super confident, right? Whether that is marketing, whether that is even in your own industry, whether that is coaching, whether that is makeup or skincare or whatever it is, right? Because you getting better and dedicating that time each week to that area is going to make you feel more confidence. And at the end of the day, confidence is what sells. 15 minutes to go. Okay, so that is how you start pricing it. If you're like, well, but I don't know what tangibles or non-tangibles I give, then that is not a pricing problem. That's a clarity in your offer problem, right? Because we could think, and that means that the person, I'm going to give you a great example. Somebody comes to me and says, I don't know how to price my coaching program. Okay, what do you do? What are your tangibles and what are your non-tangibles? How do you help the person and in things that they've received, workbooks or videos or book recommendations or trainings or coaching, and what are the things that are going to impact them that you can't see? More awareness, better self-esteem, more empowerment to grow their business, clarity, organization. What are the things that don't have like something that they can feel? I don't know. So you don't have a pricing problem. You have a clarity in the services that you offer problem or a situation, or that's what it is. That is what I tell you when you need to know the root cause of the symptoms of your clients. So in this situation, just to be clear, the symptoms would be the person thinks that they need help in pricing their coaching program, and what they need help is in clarity of what it is that they do and how it is that it serves the person. So if I go and I tell the person, okay, price your program at $400 times 6 clients, you're going to have $2,400, and you're going to do that 4 times a year, and you're going to make $10K extra a month. The person is not going to go do it because the person doesn't know what exactly the tangibles are. So she's not going to feel that her program is enough even for the $1,000 or for the $400. Right? Does that make sense? That's why it's important that you validate your offer. You can't skip that part. It's important that you know really what is it that you're going to help someone achieve, and you don't have to help them completely change their life. You're not Jesus. You're not, it's just little areas, right? That is what makes you a really good professional. That is what's going to make you really aware, right? Like, oh my God, I understand why the person feels or acts this way. And these are tools that have helped me. And if I transfer them to them, it can help them. And I am becoming, I'm raising their level of awareness, right? And you can use this scenario in any area of your life. People sometimes are fearful because they lack confidence in themselves, right? Their solar plexus in oh, my brand. Oh, there's so many realtors out there, or there's so many, what else is something that I get a lot? Realtors is what I get a lot in regards to like, oh, there's so many. You have to be confident enough to develop skills that really make you outstanding, or that is your unique selling proposition. For example, for you, it could be really important that the person finds the home of their dreams, and that you really understand what their needs are, and that you take your time to do that, compared to somebody else that is just there to make the quick sale. So they'll just be like, okay, yeah, give me the number of bedrooms and the bathrooms and your budget, and that's it. right? So your unique selling proposition is that you really understand why now. Why do you want to buy now? What has happened before that prevented you from buying? Like, you really care about that person. So this about really knowing the root cause is going to help you when somebody comes with you with the symptoms. You understand the root cause, so you can really truly help them in finding the home and growing their business in whatever it is, right? That's how it works. So next time that you are not confident in pricing your program or whatever it is that you do, the majority of my clients do that, think about it. Is this a clarity, or is this that I really am not sure about the pricing? That's what it is, okay? So I am going to leave this on the podcast. I hope that you guys enjoyed it today. I hope that you guys left here with different level of mind, a different clarity. I hope that you think about it throughout the day. So those networks of connection that you did, you are able to bound them together. And next time when you are feeling, I can't do it, it's so hard, it won't work, I lack energy, it's so draining, it's so overwhelming, you say, wait a second, I am acting or seeing my life through the vision of a victim mentality, and I am the co-creator of my life. So, and what do you do there? You just change for another loving thought. That's it. Oh, it doesn't work. Yes, it does. Yes, it does work. Yes, it does. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. The meditation membership for $7 is going up to $47. So now is the time to get in there if that's what you want to do. And I think that was the only announcement. Thank you so much for those that have subscribed to YouTube. Myra was the last person to subscribe. This podcast is going to be on any Apple or iTunes or Spotify. I was going to say Shopify. Spotify or whatever it is. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern.